freaking duo.
The duo. It's the motherfucking duo. The
duo.
My name is Neat.
Oh, my name is this.
Yeah, my name is Neat.
Oh, my name is this.
Yeah.
A, D to the U to the O. D to the U to the O. D to the U to the O. Yeah, D to the U to the O. 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 Yeah, D to the U to the O.
We're back.
We're back.
Get it like a
Crack it in the back of a slack.
What's up, y'all? I'm Tanika Roche.
I'm Destiny
And we are
Lynn.
back with another episode of the DNT Podcast.
Whoa!
Yes.
Did y'all miss us? It's only been a week, but you missed
Right.
us.
Type shit. But yes, y'all, we back with another one. Back with another one. I know you missed the other one. Back with another
We
one.
on like episode 30.
Yeah, by the time this dropped, it'll be what, 30 or 31?
31.
Type shit. Yeah, we ain't stopping no time soon, so yeah.
Hell no!
Let's
Hell
just jump
no!
right on into it again.
No. Hell no.
Yeah, it's a lot going on that timeline.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Highlight of the week, my girl.
I say my highlight of the week was my job had a big annual training day. We went to that Friday. It's currently Tuesday, and we won a little spirit stick or whatever. It was cool. It was definitely the most lit in there.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was definitely a fun experience. Hell, none of my other jobs got no annual nothing, so it was a different experience. Definitely learned some new stuff too to implement with my clients. Girl, was trying to implement them this week for real. Cause, woo, everything I feel like they jinxed me. Everything they talked about,
Yeah.
I need it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I say that was the highlight. This week really been shitty, but I'm just gonna highlight the good anyway. Yeah, I love y'all. Good night.
Highlight of the week. What all went on last week? My man. Whew, I ain't even gonna get started on that, but yeah.
We ain't recorded since you went on your trip.
I'm not highlighting the trip. It's so long ago. Just know it was a bad experience. It wasn't a bad experience,
Oh,
y'all.
cause we had
But
okay.
just know, I went on the trip to Houston. Overall, just know I'm rating the trip a good, strong 5 out of 10. That was it. Like I said, we ain't highlighting nothing.
Yeah.
It's the past, anyways. Like I'm over it.
For sure.
The days, like I said, it's kind of spent the days when once we got back or whatever, and it was good. It was nice. Those were needed. And yeah, I just thought that it was my good, a real good highlight. Yeah. The interview did too. Yeah. Great.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be. A good one.
Cause I definitely felt good knocking it, putting a little check by the
Yeah.
name.
See, for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
I heard it was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
For sure.
So yeah, enough for the sugar honey iced tea.
Let's get into this.
So I switched it up a little bit this week. Y'all know I bring y'all the mind blowing facts, but there was a video that I watched last night of this dude named 19 Keys. They just feel like a lot of real knowledge and yeah, y'all don't know who 19 Keys is. You sleeping on the rock for sure.
Yeah, you definitely know.
So he interviewed this guy that is I don't want to call him a little astrologist because he's not really an astrologist, which he know a lot about the signs, but he deal with mainly numbers. And the dude got a book as well. And I need to go on try to order the book, but the book is called Numbers in You by Lloyd Strayhorn. That is the name of the guy that he interviewed. And it was just basically the whole interview was about numbers and how
they correlate.
Yeah, and just how big your numbers and your life path number play such a huge part in your everyday life and you don't even know it. Once you find out what your life path number is, that will tell you so much about your everyday life and what it is you should really be trying to strive for in life, what you're gonna become. It just tell a lot. And some of the stuff, I'm gonna just read like some of the check marks that I made as I was watching the video. Of course, I'm not gonna know everything, but I'm gonna try to break down some of the stuff to where y'all can get it and it's gonna make sense. So one of the things that they talked about was the seasons and how us as like melanated people, we one of our main peak seasons is summertime. Like a lot of us claim like we hate the summertime, but we are the only being like species like of people, like real people of color that can withstand the sun more than any other race. And in the wintertime, that is when, as far as like our diet and everything, we should be trying to intake as much that we can as far as the sun during the summer. And that is when you, not saying like eat whatever you want, but you should try to eat more moderate in the summer versus in the winter, because when the wintertime comes, he was saying is when we create like a lot of vitamin deficiency, which causes a lot of us to have a lot of immune problems. And it's because we're not getting as much sun as we used to, because it's getting into like the fall and the wintertime and the sun not out as much. And your body's still consuming all these things that we really don't need, on top of you not getting that vitamin D deficiency.
A nurse was telling me too, like people don't, I don't know what it is about like the sun and stuff, but people just don't consume, like they don't consume as much as they used to. Like our body don't consume as much, so a lot of people is just like.
But it's because a lot of us,
because we don't go outside.
Yeah, and it's because of that. Like we aren't even trying to get to where like we can try to see how much sun we can tolerate either. So you already don't want to go out in the summertime. Then when the wintertime comes, you still not getting no sun. On top of still eating the way you eating, and your body condensing all of this stuff. Like you're not receiving like the natural like vitamin D that you need. You're trying to get it through all these other foods, and I just thought that so. Like that was so interesting, and it makes so much sense. Like vitamin D, like you get that from the sun, and then you're not getting as much sun in the wintertime, and then you still feed your body all this stuff. That's why. Like, so I hope y'all got this. Another one with the numbers. He kind of broke down the number 19 and how the only real numbers that exist, is 1 through 9, and even once you try to add up any numbers after that. Say like 24, even when you break down 24, 2 plus 4 is still 6. 31, 3 plus 1 is still 4. So regardless of like whatever your numbers is, like your birthday and all of that, once you break those down, it's still gonna correlate down to one number. And he broke down 19, and for the number 19, 1 is let me try to see how to describe it. Like, just know that 1 is considered like the alpha, 9 is considered the omega, and then you have the beginning and the end. But 19 also represents, the 1 in 19 also represents A, and 9 represents I. And we are in we are currently in a, he described it somewhere, we're in the era of the AI, which is why a lot of,
where 19 come from?
When we do 19 keys, he was breaking down his name and like his stuff, and he had 19 in his. It's a part of like his life path, his birthday and stuff. And he was saying like with 19, like that means like AI, and we are currently living in the stage of AI where man is trying to become God, and that's why we're in this stage of technology where man is trying to create so many things to become God, and it makes sense. Like 1 is A, 9 is I, AI, artificial intelligence. Like I just thought that was.
But I thought it was like specific about this year or something. But that's just
no. But it just a lot of it is starting to be revealed, and just in 9 is also the number of completion. It is the ruled by Mars. Like 9 is a universal number. People that normally have 9 is their life pattern. Like their life pattern number for 9. Like they like to take matter into their own. Like to take the faith. What's the term they say? Like matter of faith into their own hands. Like they don't really do well with instruction from people, and like they don't take orders well. With 9 being the symbol of completion, like that is why 9 months of completion in pregnancy. Like that's why the woman is pregnant for like 9 months, because 9 is the symbol of like completion. And then I'm gonna leave with this one. You have these things also to where depending on what your number is and like your zodiac sign, you have like cardinal signs. Mm-hmm. And those are signs that change within the seasons. Mm-hmm. So cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, and they make the most impressionable signs from God. Like they're more like he said something like they are like more fluid, like those signs are kind of like more emotional, and they are always like in and out of things because they are like at the beginning or the end of a going into a season. How Capricorn is at the beginning, then you have Aries is at the start of spring, Cancer is at the start of summer, and then Libra is the start of fall. Right. So like y'all always transitioning like into something. And then I thought that was pretty I thought that was pretty good. And I'm just be out there because I got a whole like thing. I sure was looking like. Yeah, and I still need to go back and watch the beginning of the video because he talked about 8, and that's my life. I know my life path number is 8. Yeah. And I need to go back and see like what was the real, some of the more stuff that he said about 8. But yes, some people don't be into the zodiac stuff. A lot of people be saying like, oh, that's just y'all into the stars and the stuff and trying to play God. But I'm telling y'all, if you really break down that shit, you gonna really, that's really gonna tell you all you need to know about yourself. Like, cause numbers don't never lie. Like, everything that is happening is never a coincidence. It was destined to happen for sure, based off your life path numbers. And once you find it out, it's just gonna give you so much clarity on yourself, like for real. Yeah. Like he even was giving the dude 19 keys. Like he told him like what his best days of the week was, when his best like months of the year are, to where he have his best months versus his worst months.
That's what I be saying. Like people be like, oh, y'all believe in that, but if you know, like with zodiac, I be feeling like a lot of that stuff makes sense. Now, everybody still has their own personality. Yeah. So, like, not every single thing they say about your sign is going to be true for you because you still have your own personality. You still your own person. You still have your own life experiences. But a lot of the stuff be making sense. Yes. When it be like an overall, like, coverage.
He was able to tell him, like, he told him, your birth date, like the date, like the actual day will determine like what you need to accomplish immediately. Mm-hmm. Like what it tells you, like your more of like your short term goals that you need to be completing. Yeah. If you haven't reached them, and then the whole thing is like your life path is what's your overall mission as to what you need, what you're gonna be trying to do throughout life. And
no, that's
19 Keys was able to break it down, and he told him like, dang, so this is why I was able to
this makes sense.
This by this day he was like, cause that was your.
Because the girl on TikTok, she probably don't even know that much, but I just, now that you said that, made me wonder if that was her number. She said one day, like, she just going through her day, she just kept seeing 17, like, she kept seeing, so then she was like, it was something she was going through or something, and she was just like, God, like, if, she asked him something, or she just told him, like, what is this for? Like, why I keep seeing 17? And then something had came across, and she was like, if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, or like, just show me 17. And she said, a homeless man walked up on her and asked her for 17 cents. And I just like 17 just a random number, you know? So it's like, I wonder if, you know, that was just her number for her to see, for whatever goal she was supposed to reach that day or whatever. Now that you talk about numbers.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's one of them, you just gotta be into it, because I'm telling you, once you get into it and start breaking down the numbers, he even gave me clarity as to why I keep seeing the same numbers I keep seeing. And it's like, damn, okay, like, that's why I keep seeing it. Like, that's it's making sense. Like, I know
I seen 888 today for the first time. I ain't never seen that number.
Represent abundance. Abundance, or some type of like balance. But enough of that, you guys, because I could go on and on and on. Because y'all know I'm trying to get back into my spiritual things. And yes, I was so fascinated by it. Tell the people what you want to talk about today, friend.
Well, y'all, so I think we probably even talked about this before, but
Oh,
we said each month, like since January, really, I have been setting like designating a statement or some type of saying, like what I'll say, like this month message, or whatever. And so this month, like I did create my year in the beginning of the year, just dedicating each month to something, some type of goal, some type of area of life, I say.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know, like the other months, like April and May and stuff, like them messages kind of came throughout the month, but I didn't really just have like something like, dang, what July gonna be about or whatever. And so I went back to my create my year and I put relationships. So it, we say, oh, it's funny or it's crazy, but probably for the last month or so, like I just been really getting back to like my relationship with God, and then child, some man came dropped from heaven and building that relationship too. So I was like, well, shit, guess it's perfect time to talk about it or just focus on that or whatever. But so I just wanted to kind of talk about like relationships in general, building the relationship as far as like friendships, intimate relationship, building a relationship with God. Y'all, we in the time today, like I think people still just shame to say they have a relationship with God or not to give him his credit. So that's a big one for me. Like, Lord, I feel like I'm in the toughest part of my life, but I feel like at the same time, we say it all the time, like everything for a reason, and it's just important to say that, like, no matter how hard life gets, it's still important to have a relationship. So I guess we can kind of just either just talk about like how we chose to start like back on our spirit, what motivated us to get back on our spiritual stuff.
Okay.
We can just start there and just let it flow.
Yeah. Really, I'll say for me, I feel like it was important for me to try to get back on my spiritual path, especially like after I lost my folks, because granted, I have always believed in God. Like God has always been a part of my life. Like,
For sure.
I've always known God. Like, even up to this point, like still not going to church. Like, I've always known who God is. Like, I'll say this: I've always believed in a higher power.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, nothing that I do on this earth is just Trinica. Like, it is because I am of Him, which is why I'm able to do the things that I am able to do. Like, I'm capable of doing. I'm able to bless the people that I'm blessing because of Him. Right. I'm able to be as strong and be as ambitious as I am because He instilled those things in me. Like, He knew I was gonna be destined to be this type of person when He put me here. Yeah. So that was never a thing. It was more so, like you say, the relationship part. For sure. Trying to get back to actually being comfortable, like you say, with being able to say, like, I have that relationship with God. Mm-hmm. And
because a lot of us know Him, but like, do we really have faith? Do we really? Are we really
that's the word? Like you said,
are
we? Do you have a relationship with Him? Is the thing. Sure. Like, we can know things, we know hella stuff, but it's like, but do you have a relationship with that person? Yeah. Like, shit. Thanks. You can say you know
all about them, but you don't have no one-on-one relationship.
You can say, I know Moneybag Yo, like I know K Michelle, like I know B Simone and Megan, but do you have a relationship with them? For sure. Like, you don't know them, or this be another thing, like we say, like, you know of that person.
You can't so you know of benefits of that person if you don't have a relationship with that person.
Because you don't really know, you don't know nothing about them. You just know of them. So, especially like after losing my people, it was like, you just have like a what the fuck. Like, I had like a what the fuck with God, because it was like, Like, dang, I thought we was cool. I thought we was homies, man. Like,
What's
what's up? What's going on? Like, I'm on your bad side there or something? Like, what you trying to show me? So, that's been a big one for me, just trying to get back to, trying to build a relationship with him so that I can finally seek those answers as to why I had to go through, maybe I meant to say grow, why I'm going to grow through what I'm going to grow through with losing my people. And it can get hard, like, as much as you, like, you can pray, like, talk to friends, like, vent to friends, but then when you just still by yourself, you can't help but to say, like,
be in your head,
like, just find out what's the real, like, when is it gonna come, or when am I just gonna get like that? It's just gonna hit me in the face, where it's like, this is why I did what I did. So I can say I'm honestly trying to get back to that and just chase that to know, because I've always been eager to know, and I thank my brother for putting that in me as to why I know I wanted to get back on my spiritual journey. Because like we said in one episode, like, it's one thing to know something and not do it, but it's another thing to just not want to know stuff. And I'm eager to know, and I want to continue to know as much as I can, even just about us, like, our people, and, you know, all the holistic healing and everything that we on. Like, I want to know all of that and take in that stuff, apply it, and give it back to people out there that need it, people that's just like us. So I've been big on this. So that's been my thing, like, just trying to get back in my way of actually building, like, that foundation, like, having, like, that relationship, like, a good shit foundation, like, with God, for real. And yeah, that's what made me want to start back seeking the actual, like, I'll say, like, building a relationship with that higher power.
I think for me, I don't know, I feel like,
and it's also, like, on some, no matter how much you do as a human, like, it's okay. No matter how much you think you're capable of doing, like, as a human, bro, you're still, we're all, as people, like, we're all looking up to someone else, like, some type of higher power, like, some type of upper being. Yeah. It don't matter if it's Allah, Buddha, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's still some type of, like, we know it ain't just all us. It ain't all just on us. Because if it was all just on us, we would have been God. We are of Him, though. We are of Him. We are like-minded images of Him. Like, I feel like every one of us has God within us. Yeah. Like, for sure. But, yeah, I just want to say that.
I think for me, it was just, I don't know, this year, like, going into this year, I just refused to be the same. Like, refuse to have the same mindset, refuse to be still doing the same, like, routines as far as even just the eating and stuff. Like, I just refused to be the same. So it was like one thing at a time I was trying to change. And, like, it's like when you really try to change and do better for yourself, you face so many, like, hardships or so many obstacles, and we can't get through it alone.
So it's like
you
be trying to take on so much.
Man, and you really can't. So, like, I mean, I got friends, and we started doing we started fasting and stuff, and it's like, when we fasted for, was it the 21 days? I don't know. We fasted for 21 days, and I was like, you know what? During these 21 days, I'm going to read my word. Like, I'm going to feed myself with my word when I ain't eating. Like, I'm going to dig into, like, the Bible and just see, you know, just it was more so I'm going to pray more. Like, I'm going to spend that time with God. I didn't even open my Bible for real, like, half those times unless I was watching Sarah Jake's sermons. And every single time during the 21 days that I turned on one of her sermons, it was, the message was for me. Like, it was like right on time. So I just continued to pray. And then met a boy, and it was like, he go to church and he telling me scripture. So it was like, okay, God, you done placed him in my life. Like, he handsome, he go to church, like, he know you. He got a good, like, as far as I know, like, he got a good relationship with you. Like, okay, maybe this your way of, like, that's another sign. Like, I'm here. So and then we started doing Bible study, And I don't know, like, I feel like since I've been so much deeper with God, like,
being intentional
with God.
That's been my thing, is trying to be, even like waking up, like trying to be intentional on like talking to him, like like just talking to him, thanking him, letting him know,
like the devil just
not complaining to him, but like just talking to him, thanking him, like just giving him that gratitude.
Yeah. And I feel like, and you know, it's crazy. Like before, well, not crazy, but before, like I was just thinking when the days was good, like. Thank you, God, like, when stuff was going good. But now, I be in the middle of the storm, like, I don't know what it's for, but thank you, like, I don't know why I'm crying right now. I know why I'm crying, but I know you already, like, figuring it out. Like, I just thank you, and that's why I'm always intentional, too, and say, I thank you for what you've done, what you will do, and what you continue to do.
Yeah, I'm telling you, one of my affirmations, I be trying to say it every day, every night, like, God, thank you for the stuff you got planned for me that I can't even see it. Thank you for what you done already got lined. Thank you for what you got lined up for me that I don't even know is gonna be for me.
Like I just thank you for whatever lesson you teaching me right now, because the lessons you taught me in the past already got me to this point.
Thanks.
Like, had I not been strong enough then, I probably wouldn't even be on this earth.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, I just be happy to be like, man, life sucks, but thank you. Like, because it works for somebody else too. Like, somebody don't even know you and thinking they just got bad luck.
Thanks. The man talks about that in the video, saying like how people like think we always so quick to think we like so unfortunate. But it's like, bro, you be thinking like, oh, such and such got it easy. Like, bro, if God was to put you in that person's shoes for 21 hours, you would probably die. You wouldn't handle it. You couldn't make it. So stop trying to compare and focus on what they got going on, bro. Like, you probably wouldn't even make it 2 hours in their shoes.
I thought myself today, because I was like, talking about my job assuming the pay, and I was like, my BCBA probably, she said she was in my shoes before we threw. I said, sure, she probably was getting, you know, getting allowance. Like, she probably was one of them. I had to stop. I was like, but I don't know what she went through. I don't know.
She probably was doing
I don't really know what shoes she walked in. Like, I don't know what she went through during the time. She probably didn't have help. Like, I know some of her background with her mama or whatever, but I'm like, so in that case, you probably didn't have no help. Like, I don't know what you went through, so I had to catch myself like, you know what, you down bad, so you want somebody else to be down bad, or you down bad, so you think they had it easier because surely you not worse than them. But it's like, I don't know, we just be having to catch ourselves sometimes. But I would say number one relationship that's important is my God.
Yeah.
Definitely, you know, being intentional about like still being. Cause I say like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna switch gears a little, but like, I know I probably been like I felt a little distant. Like, of course, I'm starting to date somebody, see somebody, whatever. But I feel like we haven't been spending as much time as we used to. But still, I'm still intentional on like showing up when I'm supposed to. But yeah, like, still trying to like show up as a friend like I'm supposed to. Not gonna lie, like just being in a different headspace, like just girls, like I said on my story before, I'm in the most happy but most unhappy place in my life because so many things are going good and so many things is so discouraging, but definitely still being intentional about being a good friend, and I hope I have still been a good friend.
But you know, I'm just the type of person that's like, the world don't know, but I know. So it's like, I just know it's just a bump in the road type shit. Yeah. Like, you know, it ain't nothing that's, I just be looking at it like, it ain't no we ain't gonna get past, because I be looking at it like, bro, it's just one season. Yeah. It's just a season.
Well, cause
what is it that I look like? Why would I get in my feelings so deep about something or be so upset because of your personal battle? Like, what you going through is something you have to go through. Like, it ain't always gonna be a time where it's something that I can just either physically, emotionally, monetarily, whatever it is that I can just pull you up out of, like that's still gonna be something that you have to go through. I think it's my job still as your friend has been to still just be there for you type shit. And I be telling you that like shit, if it's some shit you need, whatever it is, like I don't care what it is, like my job is to just be there for you as well. Like, but what I look like getting upset or putting my own like personal feeling some type of way about your personal growth, but I'm not gonna jeopardize that. I'm based off one season. I'm not gonna jeopardize my friendship based off one season.
And that's why we're friends.
Like,
cause
I'm looking at that shit like a year from now, ain't like we ain't gonna be in these same shoes. Like shit, by the end of the year, I don't plan on us still being in these same shoes. Sure. I don't plan on you still being in your same shoes. It ain't. So it's like shit. I know it's hard. Not like I'm like, tough, but I think you're capable of bringing yourself up out of it because once you sit down there and like they say, a lot of stuff with us just go back to like the self-work. Once you know what it is you need to do, all you gotta do is do it after that. Like once you done sat down and wrote like a plan or had that talk with him and told him like, okay, God, you showed him like this is what I'm working with, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. Be in the midst of it.
For sure.
Because he knows what it is that you're wanting to do, and even if you just tell him what it is or just speak it, like start saying what it is that you want, and the universe is listening, like he's always listening. Now it's up to you to just play your part so that the universe can push it in your path to where now you're gonna start to see shit starting to align. And as soon as stuff is starting to be added, it's gonna be some shit that gotta fall and subtract from it.
Okay. Cause I swear, like, even with like the number stuff and like stuff I just been coming across, it all makes sense. So that's when I be like, I mean, I'm telling you, friend, like even today was a terrible, like emotionally, today was a terrible day, and like it was just a perfect time, and like I seen AA. I ain't never seen that nowhere in my life, but the stuff that was on my mind, that's what it was. Like that's what that number like correlated to, and it was like, all right, that's when I be having to step back, like maybe it ain't that bad, like thank you God, like thank you for the signs, like I know I'm taking the steps. It's just like sometimes as humans we just want it to be when we want it, you know, like right when we say or right when we want it done. And so I just been trying to be patient, but I don't have a lot of that sometimes with myself. Like I have patience with everybody else but myself.
Type shit.
Like get your shit together now. Gonna go rob a bank. Like get it together. But I definitely have, in the midst of it all, can't help but to just be thinking in the back of my mind, like I know it, like you being my friend, like you being my person, I know in some ways it affects you, and I just haven't said anything, but like I'm gonna take time to
type shit. Yeah, girl, it's life.
But
we.
You know, sometimes when you go through shit, you just be like,
not gonna get through. And you know, like I mean, yeah, I feel like I have that right to be on some. Like, dang, friend, you good, or like, you know, like, shit, what's up? But it's like, I'm already knowing, like, why you feel the way you are. Like, I know you, like, you're the type of person, like, you're going to wear your emotions on your shoulders, like, regardless. So, I'm already knowing what's up. I'm knowing. That's why.
Girl, I ain't meet you yesterday.
Yeah. Like, I'm already knowing what's good. Like, I'm knowing what's up. It's just all about, don't ever feel like you can't come to me and say you need me there or want me to be there. Like,
you know, little stubborn.
We big on like. I mean, of course, like I'm already I don't want to say like bold or like can come off as that. Like that's already within me. So if you say it, like you know, I'm gonna step. Like all you gotta do is say the words type shit. Like
I think sometimes with me, for those who don't know.
I feel like these could be some of your times where God might be, I don't know, I'm not saying it is one of those times, but this could be your time to use me to see if I'm the friend that you say I am type shit. You know, like this could be you, this could be a time where God is wanting you to put me to the test if you feel like not saying you do, but if you feel like you're alone or you feel like there is something that you need from me that I haven't been able to deliver or I haven't shown up for you in that type of way.
No, I think it's more so like, I got myself here, I got to get myself out type feeling. It's nothing towards like, but I know if I call you or I say, it don't matter what time, what day, like if you could do it, you're going to be there. So, but it's more like, shit, this is me. I feel like this is my season of me. Like, all the messages that I'm getting and stuff like that, and like everything I've been praying for is for me. Like, you can't continue to be enabled because you know it's there. Like, yes, you know when to ask for help. Like, yes, I feel like everybody around me didn't help. But it's like, now it's time for you to do the work on your own. So I think it's just me. Probably just me putting myself to the test. It's not necessarily like, shit, like you said. Like, I know you there for sure. So it's just more like, I feel like I got myself in the mess and I got to get myself out. So I think that's why I just getting closed off. Nah, I still, mother be sleeping right next to me. I don't be saying shit. It's crazy.
Can't be doing that.
I said something today though.
Okay. Because if you laying here, we was just talking about them safe spaces. Them safe spaces.
Oh yeah, I said something. And that's why I kind of feel bad because I was like, yeah. I know I could talk to him or like ask or anything, but I'm like, fuck this. But I asked today, and it was no hesitation. Whatever you need me to do, da da da. So I'm like, and I was like, well, shit, that was easy.
Yeah.
Like, but you hesitated that shit for 2 weeks.
Right. Shit. Hello.
But you know that's what I be talking about. Like, soon as the motherfucker hesitate, you have to go stay in Bryan, wherever you came from.
You know, the help is there and utilize it here. So
yeah, it's girl. Yeah, I'm a little stubborn ass. I tell you that. But yeah, and I guess hey.
Huh?
I said, I guess in the other relationship is been. Yeah, I got a little boo with her. This shit going fast if you ask me, but it ain't a bad fast. It's just like, yeah.
You can pump the brakes on it.
Oh, it's I am good. It's nothing wrong.
About to say, you was always in control, Miss Mama.
Oh, I said, it ain't a bad fast one. Good. You know. But anywho, yeah. That's all I have to say. Get my shit together. Working on my relationships. Shit, trying to work on one with my damn self.
What?
Relationship.
No,
losing my damn self. For real.
I wonder what be the signs of just really losing yourself. Like, what are
I don't even say I'm losing. I just don't be feeling like how I used to, like, just feel good in my own skin, like get my hair done. Just keep myself up. Like, bitch, what money? What the fuck are you getting your nails done for? Go sit down. Bitch, you had a pack of noodles for dinner last night. Go get your life together.
Type shit.
Not to be at the nail shop, but people do it though.
No, for real, they do. They do.
I got food right now though. I'm really, but it's like, I don't know. I can't.
No, yeah.
You done ate a pack of noodles.
But there's something about there doing it though, like
they starving themselves.
Knowing you out here doing this, that, and the third, like in the big money, and you still gotta go back home. Like it ain't bills there to be paid. Like it's wild to me. Like that's crazy. But anyway, y'all ain't got one. Y'all ain't I ain't gonna say y'all gotta get one because the time gonna come. He'll come to you when you ready for you to come to him. So I ain't finna sit here.
What he say he gonna
I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm just finna preach to y'all and tell y'all to make it to the altar because I ain't done.
He gonna get that 100 sheep.
Yeah, I wasn't even finna sit here and lie and say I'm finna preach to y'all about saying what y'all need to get because baby, I'm still trying to get it. Yeah.
Somebody do what's best for you.
No, for real.
But if you clicked on this video and watched the whole thing, or watch the whole thing, follow us for you. It's your sign. Let it be your sign. And y'all, a lot of time when we be up here talking, when we be on these mics talking, we be preaching to ourselves too.
Right.
We just on this platform to let y'all know that we experiencing some of the same stuff for real. Like, we ain't perfect. Just because we chose to get on the camera and talk about it don't mean we ain't having struggles. Like, we talking about it. This is uncomfortable. Like, some people ain't coming to their friend on camera and telling them, like, I know I ain't been there. Some people ain't coming to this. I ain't been the best friend, or I know I ain't been showing up how I need to show up. But yeah, like, some people just ain't even confronting their own issues, period. Yeah. Like, just study running from them. Just study closing the lid on them. Like, just, because, like, it's okay. It's giving neglect. Because I thought about that today. I know I be running. I'm like, damn, like, I feel like you said earlier, like, we pour so much time into, like, what other people got going on and just giving our time to other people. And it's like, when you gonna start just really giving yourself that time? But, yeah. Because I was thinking about that today, too, like, with the PCOS shit over there. Yeah. When I say been part in the Red Sea for so long, I'm talking about, it's like, I'm just ready to eat air at this point. We can talk. You went to the doctor today? I'm ready to, yes. When yesterday? Yesterday. 2 days. I'm just like, ready to eat air. I just, it gets to, I don't. Did they say what you couldn't eat? Or what was triggering you? No, I ain't gonna say what I had to go for, but what I went for, it wasn't that. It was for that, but we'll talk about it. Yeah. But I just took that, and basically she was just saying that she think this is why the stage I'm going through now is from the pills that they gave me to take is flushing all of that out. This is probably what it is. It's like, but it's just like, Jesus Christ. I'm just wondering, like, thinking like it's probably other girls going through the same thing. Like, I just wonder if theirs is what's the word? Critical, or severe. If theirs is probably as severe as mine. Yeah. Or it's probably worse. Like, some people be like having to get infusions. Like blood infusions. Mm-hmm. From losing so much. And it's just like, girl, this gonna be a little funny joke, but like, cause you know, but they've been the thing. Have you seen anything about Just Legs and the transgender people and all that that's been going on? Well, some transgender woman is going viral saying like real women aren't the definition of womanhood, and also when it comes to like menstrual cycles and everything, saying that we weren't the ones that created it, but of course Just Legs made a comeback, and it's like, I don't see why y'all would even go through some of the things that y'all are going through so hard to become a woman, and you don't even know what's really the fuck going on over here. Like, I thought about that shit today. Like, bro, there's people out there fighting to want this. You wouldn't know what to do with it. Like, a man would never know what it ever really feels like to be a woman. Yeah. And like some of the pain and like the cramps and like all of that we enduring, like, I don't know, cause you know, like with my sister's situation, like she be saying like, at least you got one. I'm like, okay, like, it's I can bear kids or whatever, but it's like everything that comes with having a womb, man. Like, treacherous. But hey, like, but to think that it's I don't know. That's why you know what? Sometimes you just gotta be thankful for what you got. Like,
for real.
Because some people don't have the privilege of getting one. Some people are fighting to get one. Some people going through some crazy surgeries they're having.
Yeah.
Like, bless your heart.
And and it's just back to like I can't don't be mad at me for what I am. Like, the Creator made me this way for a reason. What I love going to alter and shift and do all that to change what it is He set me out to be. So yeah. Ladies, take care of your temples. Little bit y'all know we hold the key. We are the magic.
No, for
we
sure.
We really hold the power. It's just up to us to take it back and acknowledge it and know that we have that power. Yeah. They say that's what the Barbie movie about. They say that the Barbie movie is explaining how what it would be like for like women to actually like be in control, and like how men can't fathom the fact of a woman just fully thriving in her divine femininity. They say that's what Barbie is.
Yeah, Kayla said it was really good.
They saying that's what Barbie is really about. So now it makes me a little bit more interested to want to see it, so I can get like that backstory. Oh myself, friend, did you watch that Clone Tyrone?
No.
Oh my goodness.
KB asked me about
what
it.
What is y'all waiting on?
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Watch it.
I got Netflix. That's what I'm waiting on.
Why is it on now? Why did it move out?
Oh, facts. I'm gonna find it tonight.
Y'all, they Clone Tyrone. Hey,
some shit. Cause KB was ready to talk about it today. Destiny, you watch? Girl, did you see her story? Kelsey talking about she said Sandy again. She trying to say Mexican. They can say Mexican king. Mexican king.
Now she don't know how to say Mexican.
Mexican king is what I asked her today. She said Mexican. Mexican. I said, oh, your mama got you right, huh?
Yeah.
She told me Mexican. Boy, had me hollering yesterday though. She was like, no, I'm not saying that. You're gonna send it. She said she's gonna send somebody. Not gonna say it. Yeah. And then she said, Mexican king.
Well, y'all, I hope y'all got some out of that
little short and sweet.
Little revival. Little revival session. Pouring out session.
It's a man's churches.
Down here.
They want the money.
Where that Jackson is.
Where that Jackson is.
The one living God.
Right on down.
Okay. Y'all have been tuned in to another episode of DNT Podcast. With the woo. Like, comment, subscribe. You'll never be disappointed. I always be surprised when you have up on this channel. Anytime you click on a video, I guarantee you're going to leave with some type of gems.
For sure.
That we sprinkle for you along the way.
A laugh. For sure. We give you a laugh too.
For sure. Yeah. I'm Jamaica Roche.
And I'm Destiny Lynn.
And I love this friendship of ours.
I really do. I really do. For real.
Start finding y'all a person. Ask God to send you a person. If you don't see God within the people that you are dealing with now,
hey, just gonna move on.
Man.
This turn gonna keep on rolling.
Man, that's what a lot of people, because I thought about that today too. Like, you know, we just be so big on how we benefiting from like the people we around. Yeah. It made me think, I got to thinking probably a little too deep about certain people, but it's like, man, if you just ain't really contributing to me, like in my everyday life, okay, like why am I talking to you? Like, were you God sent? Did God send you? Or were you just a bump in the road that I chose to pick up and I was supposed to just run over you? You were supposed to be roadkill and I'm out here trying to save you.
Child. That's why, I just stop. I just be quiet. Just sit back and be quiet. They gonna reveal themselves.
For real. Or if you just draw back a little bit on playing your part.
What part do you really play? What part do they really play? Child,
because I'm thinking you the main character.
I got some shit to say when we get off this camera.
I'm thinking you was the main character. I'm thinking you was here for me, baby. You was the understudy. The whole time you
the clone.
They done cloned your ass. Thinking you Tyrone, you weren't even Tyrone the whole time. Cause think about that. We say people be living double lives in relationships. People probably really out here be double life in these friendships. Putting on the front. Yeah, we ain't gonna get into it. That's wild.
You was a fake ass.
Like you was really pump faking this whole friendship. Putting on this image trying to be something that you're not because you wanted to get close to me. Because you wanted to get near me. Because you heard about me.
No, for...
But what are you bringing to me? What value are you bringing to me? Because I know what I'm bringing.
Because some of y'all friends like the idea of the person too. And not even who they are for real. You're just like, what can I get from them? Please leave me alone.
What can I get from the duo? Ooh.
I think my intuition's so good now that I just...
See straight through you.
Yeah, I swear. God be showing me like...
That discernment, I'm telling you, keep praying for it, because I be still asking for it. The discernment.
Like, it be quick too, boy. Like, because I know it ain't no coincidence. Girl, yeah, I gotta tell you about...
Come
girl,
on, I'm Tanika Roche.
I'm Destiny Lynn.
Y'all stay tuned next week for another episode.
We
We love y'all.
out.
Peace out. We love God. Don't be scared to say you love God.
I love God.